gun people, I wanted to cover this leaked document that supposedly is floating around, and I wanted to make sure the FBI had my contact info so they could put me on this list. Here we go. Hey gun people, well, our great FBI, the new KGB of America, has come out with more secret flyers. And now look, this isn't even the classified stuff, people. This is only classified as it's unclassified, law enforcement sensitive. So they kind of figured this stuff will get out. There's stuff that they don't want to get out that's classified on what they really think of Americans. So I've always said, if you're not on a government watch list, you should be ashamed of yourself, because any American should be on a government watch list. Our government has become so anti-American, it's freaking ridiculous. So as a law enforcement, when we get these little flyers, these are basically justifications for actions. Once a flyer like this is released, now I can use this information to write a search warrant. I can testify that from my training and experience and documents that were released by the FBI led me to believe, what I'm doing, etc., etc. So don't think these documents are just somebody, writing something willy-nilly. These are all to justify future actions of the government. And they will use this as a supporting document for their tyrannical acts later. So I wouldn't take this too lightly. Personally, I'm going to tell the FBI, I don't give a shit if I'm on your damn watch list. If I'm not on it, put me on it. I don't give a shit. You guys are crooked. Our government's crooked. Our damn government's failing us. The borders are open. You're destroying this freaking country. And if you don't like it, you don't like our Constitution, well then fuck you and anybody that looks like you, because it's bullshit. Anyway, I digress. I was trying to be good on the F word, but this document kind of gets me good. So I'm going to try and read this. It's very hard. I'm hoping one of my viewers can find me a good PDF of this document. Everybody that's posting it is putting their bullshit on it. They're showing it at a distance, and you really can't get a good, clear view. If I get somebody to send me a good PDF on it, I will post it on my website, and I will put the link in the description. And I'll also pin it at the top of the comments. So if you want to come back later after I have a chance to review my comments, I know one of my viewers will be able to find me a good document of this. So I'm reading this from another video, so it's a little bit blurry. But it says the following symbols are used by anti-government and anti-authority violent extremists. Well, I'm anti-government and I'm anti-authority, but I haven't become violent yet. But the day's still young. Not that I would ever encourage violence or promote violence. However, I think the FBI would love to have a monopoly on violence, just like government wants a monopoly on violence. Specifically, militia violent extremists, MVE. Oh, we have our own acronym now, militia violent extremists, and now we're MVEs. Ooh, are you an MVE? I'm an MVE. Let's all be MVEs. Our whole freaking country ought to be an MVE because our government's out of freaking control. All right, let's see. Symbols are often found propaganda, online platforms, memes, merchandise, group logos, flags, tattoos, and uniforms, etc. Meaning, I just gave a laundry list of anything. Can be a patch, a sticker, a drawing. Somebody sends me something. It's suddenly propaganda. I'm on the list. Put me on your fucking list. I think I already said it in case you missed it. Freaking Federal Bureau of Incompetence. All right. Let's see. Widespread use of symbols and quotes from American history. Oh, that mean American history. We don't want people repeating that. People might get some ideas about freedom and limited government and our founders and our Constitution, which holds government accountable. Yeah, let's not talk about American history. Let's make that illegal. Let's make talking about American history will put you on a list of militia violent extremists. Does anybody see where this is going? Things like the Revolutionary War. Yeah, like how we fought off other tyrannical governments through violence when all the odds were against us and we won. And the motherfucking tyrannical strong government lost, and they lost big time. You might want to remember that part, little FBI and you fucking other anti-American motherfuckers. I'm sorry, the F word is going to fly in this. Let's see. MVE networks. Oh, am I on a network? Wow. Historic and contemporary military themes are common for the MVE symbols. Ooh. The use and sharing of these symbols should not independently be. Okay, so this is what's called a qualifying statement, because some cop will go out there and he will shoot some guy who's got MolonLabe or Come and Take It or a freaking Gadsden flag, Don't Tread on Me, and he will shoot him and say, well, the FBI said he was a militia violent extremist. So this is a cover your ass by the FBI. The use of these symbols alone should not independently be considered evidence of an MVE presence or affiliation or serve as an indicator of illegal activity, as many individuals use these symbols for their original historic meaning and other non-violent purposes. That would be me, but fuck it. Put me on your fucking list anyway. Anyway, so this is a qualifying statement. It also puts law enforcement on notice that our tyrannical government, cops, police, local sheriff, all of them out there shooting everybody because they have a cane, because they scratched their head, because they shoot a fly away from their face, and an officer felt fearful, and officer safety, and they filled them full of 50 holes. All these people will be using this for this, so the FBI wanted to put this out there so you couldn't use that. So here's the things that the FBI says makes you a bad guy and should be on a list. Boogaloo. If you mention a boogaloo. Boogaloo is just common nose. There's also boogaloo coffee. The boogaloo is the new term because censorship on Facebook or Fakebook, CommieTube, and Instagram, and all the other left-wing places, they don't want you talking about the revolution, our history, and how our government's out of control. So they kind of censor all those words. So boogaloo has become a alternative word so you can talk about things without being censored. This is, I can't read that word. I think it's capitalism. It's hard to read. The Punisher symbol, anything with the Punisher and helmet is normally associated. So if you like the movie The Punisher and you have anything on it, you're suddenly on the MVE list by the FBI. Perfect. This Roman shield comes from the Roman, the 300. This is the shield. About 300 people said, come and take it. When the, shit, I can't think of the people. Who was coming after them? Damn. Anyway, they were fighting 300, were fighting a much larger army, and they told the 300, lay down your weapons. And the 300 told them, MolonLabe, meaning come and get them, or come and take them. Come and take it flag from Texas, same meaning. Anything with the second A, 2A, Second Amendment, bad. History, not good. Anything that promotes citizen power over government, bad. Government doesn't want you to have guns. This bullshit about we don't want the guns, we're trying to keep you safe. Those are for the freaking sheep, the pink panty police, the pink panty kids that have been indoctrinated by our colleges and our government-run schools. This is all, it's just a black American flag, electrical resistance symbol. I have not seen or heard this one. I'm glad the FBI is helping me find new symbols. I didn't know this one was on the list. Obviously, the come and take it flag, big for patriots, big for anti-government, big for tyrannical government. Tree of Liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of tyrants and patriots. They don't like that. It's in our history. The Revolutionary War symbols. The Betsy Ross flag, which I have flying behind me. I also have the 3%ers flag behind me. I also have both those flags. I have the come and take it flag. I pretty much have everything on this list. So put me on your freaking list, you freaking commie bastards. So anyway, let me look at the back side of this list. So here's the back page of this flyer. Again, more propaganda by the FBI. Who's going to keep you safe? Who's going to protect you national security? Who's going to cover up for Hillary and Biden and Obama and Fast and Furious, where they were selling guns to the cartel to increase gun control so we can increase gun violence? Yeah, those guys. That's who you should trust. That's who you should try and avoid from being on their list. Being on their list is a damn fucking trophy. Anyway, I digress. Sorry. So anyway, all these symbols they're saying they want you to ignore. Let's see, tyranny, rebellion becomes blah, blah, blah. They want you to ignore Vicky Weaver, who was Ruby Ridge, Randy Weaver's wife. They shot her while she was holding a baby. The tyrannical FBI, anti-government, out of control, trying to make a point to everybody, don't go against the government or we will kill you. Lavoy Finnegan, he's the one that got out of the car when they were protesting. Shit, I can't even think of it right now. They took over that one little land reserve and they were protesting and all the horses came out. I did videos on it. They killed this guy. Just filled a car full of lead. That was the FBI. Yeah, the guys you should trust. Alicia Babbitt, they killed an unarmed woman at the Capitol. No problems. Shot her. Dead. No problem. Other symbols, 3%er. FBI, if you come over my house or Google my house, I have this symbol on my smokestack, on both sides of my smokestack, so you can find it. I also have the come and take it flag painted on my barn, okay? So I shouldn't be that hard to find. Oath Keepers, 3%ers, I have it all on my website. FBI, if you don't have that website, it is thinklikeacop.org. I want to make it easy for you to find me and put me on your freaking list, you freaking commie pieces of shit. Ruby Ridge, Waco, if they're talking about that, ooh, those MVEs, they're the bad guys, not the government, not the people who are killing innocent people, not our tyrannical government who are doing terrorists and treating America, not our government like Obama that's bombing U.S. citizens and killing them with no due process and no trial. No, Rick. Our government's the good guys. The FBI, they're the good guys. You're the one that's on the MVE list. Yeah, well, fuck you, you mother. Tim McVeigh, I've already said, I think he was a freaking patriot. He tried to get rid of the FBI. He was pissed off about both these incidents and bombed the freaking Oklahoma bombing. And what did the government do? They put a freaking child care center at the bottom of where the FBI and ATF and all the other freaking tyrannical agencies. And then anybody that attacks them, if they kill a kid, they make them the bad guy. It's not like the Taliban or freaking Palestine who stores all their weapons at a school with kids to protect them. It's not like when they put their weapons in a hospital. So if you bomb them, you kill innocent people and then they can say you're the bad guy. No. Our government puts a child care center at the bottom of a federal building. And then when you bomb the feds, the government, suddenly you're the bad guy. Fuck you. I like Tim McVeigh. I thought he was a patriot. So anyway, I can't read all this. Again, if somebody has a good PDF, I will post it. Check the link in the description. I kind of wanted to get this out. I think it's bullshit that government is doing this, but to be honest, government's always done this. I used to get these flyers all the time when I was working. When I was an FBI agent, you know, the FBI has my credentials now because I turned it in. But you know what? I was on the FBI task force. I never liked the FBI. I thought they were tyrannical thugs. I thought they were pencil pushing, pencil neck geek wearing little ties, sitting behind their freaking desk. Every time they tried to come out and play police, they got their ass shot or they got other people killed. Whatever. They got good resources. They got a lot of money. They got the full force of the fucking United States government. They can make your life miserable. Don't underestimate your enemy. But if you want me to change my entire life and my entire beliefs about this country because you're going to put me on a fucking MVE watch list, well, fuck you. How about that? All right? Keep your powder dry, patriots. Be ready to defend yourself. That's all I can say. Not that I would ever encourage violence. Violence is never the answer. Peaceful protest is the answer. All right? Y'all have a good one. We'll end out there.